Hi everyone, welcome to the Mindset Makeover Show. I'm Esther here, and today I have Michelle. We started this podcast because we really want to empower women, and we will be discussing on some of the topics that is really close to us, close to a lot of women around us. And we will be talking a lot about motherhood and the struggles of motherhood, especially in their careers or in their small businesses. So if you have something that you really want us to discuss, just DM us, okay? You can DM me on my Instagram, bumbirthbeyond.co. That's a mouthful. But you can also DM Michelle on her Instagram at @thechillmom. Otherwise, you can drop me an email, socials with esther@gmail.com, and we will reply all the DMs, and we will see if there's any topics that we actually can discuss on the show. So Michelle, how are you today?
I'm good. You know, like exactly going through the depth of mom life. My kids are at home from school holidays. So, been doing the whole lot. Okay, settle them and then try to do a bit of work, pause, make lunch, and then jump on this recording with you.
Okay, cool. Okay, so today we will be discussing on our first episode, the struggles of stay-at-home mom, and if one should opt for being a stay-at-home mom. From my understanding, were you a stay-at-home mom before? Oh,
Yeah.
like okay.
Yes,
Cool,
I
cool.
was for half a year. Then
For half
cannot
a year.
Then cannot take it. I was like, oh my God, so boring. Just wake up every day, just think about what to cook today. And then like, okay, what do I do with this baby? Right? I mean, I want to be there, but I suppose, at that time, my baby was just like newborn to 6 months old, and just really, I think like having worked all my life, right? Since a teenager to various different kind of profession and starting my own business, to suddenly staying at home and beyond thinking about what to cook, what to do with my baby, and there's nothing else was really like bore me out of my mind. And that's how it got me onto this, business building journey from home. And 10 years later, or how many years now? 13 years later, here I am.
But what was the driving thing? Like, because for me, I have never ever like imagined, or I don't think so my husband ever like made it an option for me. Like, we have a discussion, well, do you think I should stay at home, that kind of thing. So but my mom, she was a stay-at-home mom all her life, even though like we
most
actually
of our moms.
Yeah, but even though the thing is actually we have a family business, but she literally just like got scared off by the whole market business thing, and then she just like no. So she's like, I would rather stay at home, that kind of thing. So how did that transpire for you? Like,
what do you mean? Like, for
like
me,
how did you
did I
suddenly just decide
that?
like, okay,
Okay.
you know what? Let's just try to do this stay at home
It's
thing.
because I, prior to becoming a mom, I had my own soup and salad bar business, right? So F&B business, we have a few outlets, and while it was good business, F&B in Singapore, there's always not enough staff. Then I have to go down there, and it's really 13 hours day type of business, right? Whether I'm down at the shop, at the back of my mind, that the shop is being open, something is about to go wrong, right? And we're always getting calls, and really it's a 364 days a year business. Because
when is that one day?
Chinese New Year, they allow you to close one day. The rest of the time it's open all the time. So it's like, I think it's very tiring mentally. Pre-kids is okay, right? That's all I need to worry about. But as soon as I have a kid, I realized that what's the point of having a kid only to, give it up for a helper to look after. Or send it to like a baby care center, and I only see it for a couple hours, right? What's the point of having kids when I can't spend time with it? Right. And I know that, especially for myself, like my mom passed away early, like how many years would we have with them until they're out of the house? So I'm like, okay, I literally give up my business. There wasn't a discussion with my husband. I don't know why. There should be a discussion, right? But There wasn't a
You just made a
discussion.
decision. Wow.
Yeah, it was just more of like, I
not
think like
working.
the Asian mentality thing. We have a child, therefore I should be the one stay at home and look after this child.
Yeah.
And I gave up my business to be a stay-at-home mom.
Hey, speaking of that, it's actually quite like, I would say, even though we're quite like, how should I say, the society is already quite advanced, right? But there's always stereotype of like, if there's anybody like between us, like man and woman, to stay at home to take care of the kid, it's always like the arrow will be like
Us,
always
right? Yeah,
directed to the mothers.
yeah, it wasn't discussed. Like, well, now that I was thinking back, like my business was thriving, why did I have to give it up? Like it should have been him, but I don't know. At that time, it was just more of like the maternal instinct kicked in, and like this is on me. I just gotta, I've just gotta be here for this child. And I mean, what's the worst, right? At the back of my mind, I can always restart the business if I want to. But my child early years, I cannot miss that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. But what do you think? Like, do you think so? Like, why is it like guys, they cannot be like stay-at-home dads?
They
Do you think
can.
so?
I
Do you
think they
think so that we're
can.
being stereotyped? Or do you think so, honestly speaking, like in the universe, there's this somebody who created men and women, right? And women just generally, they do have like more, we just
The
have more to give.
maternal
We're more
instinct.
dad. Do you think so? Or you think like the fathers can, like recently we just celebrate Father's Day. Father's Day. So obviously there are some like single dads out there who have stepped up.
Yeah.
So do you think so we are being stereotyped, or truly deep down in the hearts of women, they want to be a part of their children's journey?
Yeah, I think I asked my husband, right? And he said, given the choice, I don't mind being a stay-at-home dad. You go and earn all the dough, right? He's given, he reckons it's easy, but I don't know. I don't think so. Like I can see like he loses his patience, after being cooped out at the house like all day with the kids. He needs to like go out, right? But I think we can withstand that better. Of course, I lose my chill sometimes as well. Like, like give me a break, right? I think, I don't know, it's a hard one. I think like everyone, we're not born to just know what to do with kids. We learn. And so I think if women can learn, the men can learn as well. But you're right. We grew up seeing our mom doing all the things while our dads just, kick back and chill, and their job is to stay out of home. So subconsciously, at least our generation is still more of like it's on us. But hopefully our kids' generation is more equal, I hope.
I feel that in the depths of like a woman's heart, right? They do want to be a part of like their children's journey. Honestly, I feel like there is so much in a man, like they have this sort of like the ego that they do want to go out and earn money. They don't want to be labeled as 吃软饭的男人, There's this.
But that's against society's perception, right?
I don't know.
What if society is like, great, stay-at-home dad is like the highest profession ever?
Okay, but that is also like the thing that's unfair, okay? Because if a man, right, he stays at home, he actually might be applauded more than a woman staying at home.
That's
you know
true,
what I mean?
That's true.
They might be like, wow, you're so cool.
Wow, you're so hands-on, right? Like,
but if you're like a mother, you're like, hey, what do you do? Oh, I stay at home. Then you're like, oh, okay. Then they move on to the next topic. That kind of thing.
That is true. That is because it's expected of women and it's been done for generations. So what's
our culture
about that?
Okay, but what do you think? Do you think so a woman, like,
can
should just, that's what I think, right? Like whenever a woman, she just says like, yeah, I'm going to be a stay-at-home mom. The whole thing that's been translated to me as what I'm seeing a lot of like our friends out there, they're struggling, is they are like throwing away years in a sense. Like they don't say loudly that, you know what, I'm going to throw away all my work experience, all that my parents have, but they didn't say that. But I have, when it came to me, it's like, they put it at the back seat and everything. And then they just like solely dedicate themselves into like caring for the child, which is absolutely nothing wrong. I better say first, because this days social media may just take my one statement and so I'm just saying that caring for children is absolutely awesome. If you want to be a stay-at-home, I have no problem. Okay, we're just having a discussion.
But you're also giving up a lot, for sure. I think then they are aware, like we are aware that we're giving up a lot, but that's a choice that we make, law.
I feel
right?
that they
There's
have
no
no idea like
really.
actually how much they are giving away. Do you ever think so? They're just thinking like, okay, I just quit my job. At the surface, it's just I just quit my job there. But after that, there's a lot of things that comes with quitting your job.
That's true. I mean, like,
Financial
having coached so
freedom.
many women, right? Especially the longer you stay away, the longer it is to get back, right? So, I mean, for me,
Yeah.
it was half a year, and I jumped into something totally different, right? So that's a
Yes.
learning curve in itself. And for people who, especially with the world moving so fast right now, like, the trend and the technology and AI and blah, 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 you really could find yourself like out of the relevant skill in like a year or two, very quick.
Yeah.
Well, I
That's
guess
right.
depends on what you do, like if you're like, more skill, like interpersonal, like, facial and all that. That one maybe doesn't advance as quick, lah, right? I don't know what sort of like technologically involved your business is. So anyway. Yeah, you're right. So definitely it's a choice. And I think it's not like women are not aware. I think they're aware, but what's the choice? What's the choice do we have? Kids or career? Kids or career?
I think we don't have, I don't know, like for me, I wouldn't like, I've never been that kind of person. Like you want to eat nasi lemak or you want to eat like laksa, I would be like, eat both lah. I'm that kind. I've always
True,
been that
true,
kind of person.
true,
But
true.
of course, I know that a lot of like people, they might actually attribute it to like their circumstance, right? They will say like maybe because nobody helped them to take care, not enough money to send to infant care. Then I don't know, the husband forced
It's
them
all
to be
personal
stay-at-home mom.
choice. Yeah, personal choice, personal circumstances. But yeah, I like the way you think. Why can't have both, right? I mean, I ended up eventually having both, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
But
like
there's
literally
always
my eating
something
habits.
got to give lah. It's not like 50-50, never.
Correct.
Yeah.
I think I like it. Like recently, I was saw this video about Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon.
Yeah,
Right?
work-life integration instead of
Correct. He was talking about how like why can't you just like harmonize like work and also family, right?
Yeah.
So, but having said that, you being like stay at home mom for at least like 6 months, at least you have this trial run, right? Do you like would you like actually like encourage? Did you get anything out of that 6 months? Like, did you feel like, wow, yeah, like you totally feel like that mom?
What did I get out of it? That I cannot be a stay-at-home mom. Like at least I've been there, done that. It's not like, never been there, never done it, and like still, I wish I'm just a stay-at-home mom and without a care in the world, just cater to my kids, right? Been there, done that, nah, not for me. So for me, I'm the type, like, at least give it a try, right? At least give it a try. Then no more excuses. Then you know what suits you.
Actually, this is my suggestion, really, to all the women out there. This is my suggestion. I think this how Michelle did this stay at home 6 months, right? Give me a good idea, okay? So if you are thinking, wow, I want to be stay at home, right? Then I suggest you and your husband just go try. So you just like ask for a sabbatical from your work or whatever, and then you have maternity already 4 months, right? So cannot. Then you just ask, oh, sorry, can I just like see that whether you can or not? Like just take 3 months unpaid because anyway, stay at home also no money, right?
Yeah.
So just ask for. So you just try like maybe like 6-7 months. See whether you like it or not.
Yeah, definitely.
And then after that, you can always go back to your boss. Hi, I'm back. Or like, bye, I'm quit. I quit. That kind of thing. So this is my suggestion.
Good idea. Yeah, you definitely should. But I also think that, it's not just the fact that you stay at home. It's also like for me, why, besides being bored, I'm pretty sure I can, as the kids grow older, I can find like mommy's group and blah, 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 right? And like, go out more with my friends or whatever. I also was not comfortable relying on my husband financially 100%. Even though I can, but I just don't want to, right? I mean, nothing's really guaranteed, with marriage.
Correct.
And like, once we're like, touch wood, right? What's going to be left of you?
Correct.
Right? I remember live off alimony, and that's if you're lucky. What if you don't? Then a lot of women ended up really having to downgrade their lifestyle. Yeah. So I think that's also like looking after yourself financially. at least
I think
have
the worst is of the stay-at-home mom, when they will stay at home, they already don't have a lifestyle.
Yeah, I think
You are the more
yeah, I
you're
know,
the more
like
fortunate one, Michelle.
no, no, I was actually quite lonely, you know, at first.
No, I mean like you still
Definitely.
have a lifestyle. You know,
What
there's
do you
like a
mean?
lot of stay-at-home mom, they are like, oh, I want to do a pedicure or manicure. They'll be like, do you know of any cheap manicure or pedicure? But I mean, mani and pedi is already not very
Yeah.
expensive, right? So
Uh,
are we talking about different lifestyles? We're talking about still have a life, right?
yeah. Still
Yeah,
have,
correct.
yeah. I think well, initially we didn't have a helper. We didn't need to, right? We just we didn't have a helper. So it was just like really me and the kid. But there were days where, Nick would sort of like, oh, I'll look after the kids. You go, go have a breather. And then where I end up going to the shop and looking at baby things.
Yeah.
And that was supposed to be like the free time, and I ended up going grocery shopping. That was
That's also part of your job.
I know, right? So in a way, I didn't really have a life because that's all I had, right? Just really looking after the baby. And when you don't have an income, like I feel like personally during that time, I don't feel like I'm as equal at home. Even though my husband didn't kind of like impose it on me, like it felt almost like because I didn't have an income, so I cannot request for too much. I kind of like, I also want that, I also want that. But now that, hey, I'm also earning my own income, like sometimes he say, oh, can you? I'm like, no, because I'm also like bringing, half the dough back. Why can't you do that? Right. Whereas before it's more of like, if I don't want to do something, I still gotta like, okay lah, let me do it. Or anything happen to the kids that are my responsibility, even though he's right there. So I think
now the women know how to talk back to their husbands now. Michelle just taught you.
Well, I think only it comes with that confidence, right? With that confidence that you're earning your own income, you're still part of society. You still have kind of like, hey, like I'm okay without him. I'm not like relying on him. But when you're kind of like relying on him, you're kind of like, okay, damn it, I cannot, offend him too much.
Now we have officially just banned all the husbands from listening to our podcast. So no, do not listen it out loud.
Listen. Actually, in fact, wives make them listen so that they actually know how we think sometimes, right?
Yeah, correct. Yeah. That's true. So now we've let the husbands in again.
Yeah, step up, right? Yeah,
but it's true.
Help.
I feel like stay at home is like one of the sort of like the downside. I feel it's always like the money part, because the idea of
even if your husband is very well to do, I still feel like you need like, something of your own, a passion, something of purpose that you pursue.
Yes. I think it is like you need to have your own money, I feel. Just like recently I just did a TikTok.
But what if your money comes from your husband?
That's why I was going to share about. I just did this TikTok video recently, and I said that when my girl, right, I don't know, she may or may not be a mother, but if she ever get married and become a mother, right, I said my advice is she should not throw away her career. This is one. But even if the husband is super damn rich, right, she need to take the money that the damn rich husband give her, right, and then she must slowly keep. Really? Because you have to keep. You have to keep.
Yeah, you need to have your own bank account.
Because like what you said just now.
Husband switch off again. We need to have your own bank account, not just a joint account.
You mean there are people who don't have their bank account, man?
I know of women, right? Like as soon as they're married, they just go joint account. All their salary, 100% go into the joint account. There's no more like on their own. Or maybe if they do have on their own, like the husband like know how much there is. You don't really, you kind of like estimate, like I kind of know how much my husband has. He kind of know, but we don't know the exact figure. And it actually for the longest time, right, we didn't even have a joint account. We only just started a joint account.
Oh.
Yeah.
We just like that.
Yeah.
When you're earning more and more, you start, let's just have a joint account so that you'll never know what I'm actually earning. That's the drive behind the whole thing. But really, that was what I shared literally, because I feel like whenever I look at my baby girl, like she's so like adorable, then I'm thinking, like maybe 20 or 30 years down the road, all that I've invested in you, you're just going to be like, tell me that your husband or whatever, you're going to stay at home. And then I know for sure that 10 years down the road, you might just feel like you're out of place in the society. Because when your children are like 10 years old, 11, they really don't need you that much, right? And I think Michelle will attest to that. So I was saying like, and with that, whatever you said just now about like, marriage is something that is like a touch wood, right? You may have it today, you may not have it tomorrow. So when you are stay at home, and a lot of women, they are stuck because they have no money to stand up for themselves. But the worst, if you're just like, I want to divorce because I don't like your face, that's still okay. But if you're like, you want to divorce because the man has been like abusing you, right? Or abusing your children, then you're like, I got no money to stand up. That one is a bit like, right? So my advice to my daughter is really like, just go keep all the money. Just keep taking, see how much he can give, then just keep, right? Then after that, one day he don't treat you nice. All right, baby, you know what to do.
Sure. Yep.
I look at your face.
Hopefully
I know you're considering that to your daughters.
I think hopefully the law by then, I don't know about how is it the Singapore law here, but
Women's Charter.
Shouldn't you get half of, however much that your husband is earning, unless he puts it under a different account, right? Like
we have that Women's Charter.
Yeah,
but
so
there is no guarantee, because at some point, like the whole thing about divorce is it's not just emotionally tearing, it's also financially burning.
True.
Right. So at some point when you fight, no point, like my house. And
what if you don't even have enough money
to
to fight, right? To hire like a lawyer to fight.
You're not gonna be a favorable position. You stay at home for the last 10-15 years, and then you're like, I stay at home, judge, my husband should give me 50. I mean, you can do that, but you have no guarantee, because you're waiting for the results of what the judge thinks about you and whether you should have custody. So you just be like, oh, never mind. Then, because I already got a pot of gold, it's just stand up and go, $1 million, that kind of thing.
But in another way, it's also like, don't ever rely on like
correct
money, right? I mean, earn your own.
You must try
your own and protect your own by right? If you earn more, like, get a prenup so he doesn't get half of yours.
Yeah. Correct. I'm like stunned suddenly. I'm like, prenup just came out.
Right. Let's just like, let's just decide on that. Why don't you earn more and make sure you continue to have that earning ability? And like, hello, it's, I'm no longer like harap on yours. Like, I'm just protecting mine now.
That's like the sad thing about us, right? It's still like, we are like also like clear cut now. And where is the love?
Oh, I mean, there is love. You can still be lovey, but you don't know, right? I mean, it could just turn around one day. It's maybe not even your husband's fault. It could be very well the woman's fault, right? I mean, one day you guys grow apart, like you no longer see him as the person he is, and you change, you met someone, right? Who knows? But I mean, we all hope for the best, right? Ever happily ever after, but you still need to be practical. You still need to be practical.
Correct. According to science, if you think about getting married and you're thinking about forever is like, you can imagine like if you can stay with this boyfriend or girlfriend for like next 10 years, is considered forever already.
Really?
really. No need to think about like you 80 or 60 years old. It's just like, if you can tahan this person for like 10 years,
it's good already, is it?
Good to go.
Wow. Okay.
How long have you been? Me?
How long have you been with your husband?
I think 6 or 5. Married, right?
But together, all up?
Actually, cannot remember already. Legit.
Yeah, then
nine.
Past 10 already, right? That's pretty good.
No, mine is like maybe like 9.
Oh, okay.
Right. I forgot already. I also don't remember my wedding anniversary.
What?
Really. That was like a joke. My husband was like, what are you doing on Tuesday? And I don't like my husband to ask me, like my schedule, that kind of thing. Then I was like, what? Then he was like, oh, I was just thinking to cook for you. I said, cook for me? Why? What's the occasion? Then he like look at me. Oh, it's our wedding anniversary. Then I like look at him.
Oh my god.
Then we end up laughing.
Are you always the type of person who like just don't remember like dates and birthdays. Like, it's not important.
I just think like maybe recently I'm just like over like busy focused. I'm
Busy.
focused
Oh,
with
okay,
whatever that
okay.
I'm doing. And we also came to a point, I'm sure that you can understand that part where you don't know what to do anymore. You know, when you're just together.
Dinner lor.
Yeah lah, then
Yeah,
eat
yeah,
only
yeah.
ma, right? Every day we
eat
eating
lah,
together.
something lah, you know, that's well, not going out lah, right? You know, like kind of like a date night and something
Correct.
somewhere special. But we tend to like, I think for the past few years, we go back to the same place. Wedding anniversary, that's like our special place. But my husband and I have been together for 19 years.
19?
Yeah, 19.
Wow.
We dated for 6 years and then married for 13 now. Yeah. So altogether 19. Oh my God. Know him like almost half my life already.
This is gonna be like our next episode next time. We'll be like, how is it like to get married for so long? I've never ever imagined myself to like be in this
I'm
state.
sure you would. I mean, like, again, right? Hope for the best, but always have plan B.
All right. So anyway, I like today's discussion a lot. We're talking about like the struggles of stay-at-home mom. Like we're talking about like financial independence, and we're totally transparent about like our thoughts and stuff like that. So I don't know if you're not married yet or you like don't have children yet, just like tell us whether like you will ever like opt to be a stay-at-home mom or not. But otherwise, we hope that you like today's episode, and there'll be so much more that we can discuss, and we'll see you guys on our next episode. And remember to just like subscribe, and also just DM us like whether you like the podcast or not, and etc. So see ya.
Yeah.